Sorry.
That's all good.
Jurgen, you mentioned a couple of times in midweek about the influence of the medical department in your team selections. Has that increased this season because of the schedule of games because you've got no, break in between matches? And is it easy for a manager when you have to win every game to just take their advice? And could you talk a little bit about that? Because it was interesting what you said.
Oh, that doesn't happen too often, obviously. I think it's interesting when I say something, but let me say like this. We are professional football on the level we play it is a little bit like Formula One, yes. In comparison to driving a normal car. So most of the issues the boys have during a week, none of you would probably even mention because you don't make a sprint in the next moment or not 50 sprints in the next 1.5 hours. So for us it's constantly like this, that we have to judge what is normal in that moment. So what the boys feel or the physiotherapists feel touching their muscles, and what is a bit too much, and where do we have to be careful, and where can we just ignore it, and all these kind of things. That's really challenging, to be honest. There's a lot of discussions in that department with medical department always, and obviously we have sports science in comparison to the time when I studied it, or even earlier 90s, late 90s, stuff like this. Nobody knew a lot about recovery and how long do you need. It was just fit or injured. In between there was pretty much nothing. And now with the number of games we play and with the schedule, look, I said it before the Everton game. A massive challenge for us is when the boys play on Wednesday night already, and then you play. If you would play at Liverpool at Wednesday night and we play on Saturday at 12:30, the difference between we're playing Saturday 12:30 and Saturday, for example, now 8 o'clock like we do now, is massive. It's massive, these few hours, because the body needs a specific amount of time to recover. And nobody can increase that or make it quicker. It's not that we say, okay, you can do it, obviously, with some things, but you cannot do it in 20 hours. So that's how it is. We always have this problem around the Christmas period where nobody's interested listening about the Boxing Days and 2 days later play again and all these kind of things. It's a challenge. And we deal with human beings. So we ask for a lot, but we cannot perform wonders or miracles. It's just not possible. So, but they have to go again, and nobody cares about when they played the last time. So that's a situation where the medical department and the coaches are obviously very often in conversations about that, and it's difficult to judge that. Sometimes, I would say most of the time, we are probably right. So all of us, we find the right solution. Sometimes we have no idea what really will happen and pray or hope for the perfect outcome. So that's it. That's why it makes it so tricky in these times. But it's for all the teams who are involved in international football. It's all the same, and but we don't play them all the time. We play teams who play last Saturday or last Sunday the last time, so that makes a massive difference. So probably people think that is fair enough because that's one team has more players or whatever, better players, and the other team has more time to train. Yes, that's the situation. Not since yesterday. That's the situation. But this year, with the triple headers in the international break, if you want, that's really new. That was never before. And then it was an incredible challenge to play the 12:30 game on Saturday, because the South American guys came back, I don't know when, and from Peru, which is absolutely incredible. For that we played an absolutely exceptional game. So that's why. Yes, we have a discussion with the medical department. Of course, we take their advice. I will not, when the doc comes to me and tells me this player cannot play, and I cannot say, yes, he can. So I have to wait until the last minute pretty much to make my final decisions in these weeks. But I'm used to that, and so I still try to find the best solution then.
Okay, we have Paul Gorst, then Chris Bascombe, then Dave Maddock, and that finishes it. So Paul Gorst first from the Echo. Paul?
Hi, Jurgen. I just wanted to ask about Joe Gomez and, excuse me, and Joe and T. They've never actually played together at centre-back as a partnership. I'm just wondering, is there an underlying reason for that? And how important do you think it is for them to quickly strike up an understanding, given the fact that they are going to play together, quite regularly over the next few months?
The reason for that is I think Birch played pretty much all the games, right? So, and one of them was injured. So as long as Dejan Lovren was still here, then Dejan was in that moment fit. So that I didn't know that they never played together. So I didn't know that. Of course, they can play together. That's not a shadow of a doubt. But yes, how is that for the Fabinho and Joe pairing? They need to get used to each other, and the fullbacks need to get used to them. The more stability you have in this line, the better it is. We never had that really. I think, especially one position was always we had a lot of changes. Yeah, that's it. But they will find together, no doubt about that. So it's football. It then became overnight rocket science. So we can help them with informations, but then they will get tested every 3 days. So that's the situation.
Okay. Chris Bascombe, and then we're going to finish with Dave Maddock.
Hi again.
Hello.
Just following on what you just said about Paul earlier on about the medical thing. Does that mean that you think that every coach is probably the most challenging season you'll have ever had? I mean, it could possibly nothing compares to this.
Yes, definitely. And it will become. It is already and will be more. So life is more challenging than what I ever experienced in my life, and it's with football not different. So it's no different. That's what we are talking about constantly. Where we try to find solutions, and we need help from everybody. It's like just to bring the boys through it. So in the end, everybody wants. I couldn't be more happy, and I have no problem that we play again. And I will not moan about anything. But in this scheduled thing, we just have to make sure that the teams who play at midweek, that they don't play 12:30 on Saturday. So because if then you have to play on Tuesday. For example, if you play Tuesday Champions League, for example, then 12:30 Saturday is fine. If you play Wednesday, and then Saturday 12:30 is oh my God. That's not, you do it once, okay, come on, let's do it. But you do it twice, 3 times, stuff like this. That's the problem. That's really the problem. We need to have the time to rest them. I know people don't want to hear that, and we can go back then to all the other things what people say about professional football players. But in the end, what I said, it's like Formula One. Everybody can drive a car, but it's difficult to drive at 300 miles per hour in a pretty close area, and then you hope that your brakes work. And that's pretty much what professional football is. All on highest speed, all with highest intensity. And for that, you need the best brake you can get. Brakes, like in a car, and the most time you can get. And that's all. I am not from 100% not the only one who thinks like that. I know that all the other managers involved in international football see it exactly the same. And but how we know, that doesn't change a lot usually.
Fantastic. Thank you, Chris. And then to finish, Dave, your last questions in this part.
Jurgen, hi.
Hello.
I kind of feel that you would want to say something about Marcus Rashford and the incredible thing that he's done, but also the incredible reaction up and down the country. People, businesses, people are all donating to sort of help against food poverty. That actually includes as well fans who are not paying pay-per-view, but instead donating that money to sort of food banks as well. And I imagine that is clearly something that you would have something to say, to support, and have something to say about.
Yes, I'm not sure I can find any better words than other and much smarter people than me said about it. But what Marcus started there is absolutely incredible. It's so nice, and with all the rivalry between the clubs and stuff like this, in these moments we are as as footballers, as human beings, always united, and it's just nice to show in a time when obviously a lot of people who are really in charge of something and don't show any sign of proper leadership, that a boy grown up in difficult circumstances, blessed with a sensational talent, obviously, but never forgot his roots and where he's coming from, that he has to do it then is a bit of a shame, but is wonderful as well. And so I hope his mother is really proud of him. I don't know him, but even I am. And he plays for United, that makes it really tricky. But it's really an absolutely wonderful, wonderful thing. And whatever praise he got for it, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want the praise now anymore. So it's nice to do once, but that's how it is. Now he is in a role, and now he is the role model for that, and that's great. And will not distract him from his football things. But yeah, absolutely great, and yeah, happy about it.
And it does seem like the cities of Liverpool and Manchester are quite united on that, despite that rivalry, as you just pointed out. Which is an incredible thing.
Yeah, what I heard about Liverpool and Manchester and United years and years ago, we were already a United, but that's long ago. But yes, that just shows that football can do really wonders in moments. Or it shows as well that the subject is really serious. That's why everybody puts the rivalry aside and just thinks about the more important things in life. And how is that? Really happy that we can show this solidarity in these moments.